Good morning, good afternoon, whatever area you find yourself. Welcome to Oko and Beyond. Today is Saturday, the 7th. Today is Saturday. We are here to talk about this interesting topic. And we could use Oko and Beyond. Bele and kain gwingas and the sung kum. Kena keleke. Kin sen tomandu beoki. Kumunduk kumandake. Nen ndake bien. Jia ke lo ke fele wonendu solu shi ne sen sung nung kum ken ke tene njong yin kai sen kelen ko ke solu njong we kui ne lu bei sang le ke chi en ne sui ge avim a kui un ke kui yen dum bi. Thank you for coming live Oko and Beyond. Today we are looking at how drugs, alcohol addiction affects women. We know we just celebrated the International Day of the Woman, and the topic or the theme for this year was so interesting: invest in women and accelerate progress. When we say invest in women, accelerate progress, it was a reflection through Oko and Beyond to talk about investing in women. How do you invest in women without letting them know certain societal uh, problems, issues, or knowledge about the society that they can easily fall prey to? So we're looking forward to other people who want to join. If you to join this panel, you can just indicate on the uh, comment section. Indicate on the comment section, and I will let you in so you can be part of this, so we can enjoy this topic. So once more, it's Oko and Beyond, and if you're just coming in, please you can share the link, you can like, send for others to follow Oko and Beyond. And today we are looking at how drugs and alcohol addiction affects women. The big question, first of all, is why choose this as a theme? Why not just looking at it as how addiction affects people in general? We kind of like look at the population and the needs of the population and the effects. You're not saying that addiction doesn't affect the men, but we're looking at the women because there's some special aspects within them that addiction has come to play, has come to bring them a lot of problems in life, a lot of issues going on. As we can see, as we can understand, not everybody understands the effects or see the difference. The society has always looked at it as a addiction of people who use drugs, people who use alcohol as like a behavioral thing. But it comes down to something else that we need to actually start looking at. Again, in we could use Oko and Beyond, sakasung ng kakalun, line vinukuma a key low, Nandungo fan sui ke a for jimse a key, no me young sendo. Ne look at for nurse away, Nakatuan, Balot and do titty. Fan in my mind can look at an a bay. Sulen line with Okwan Beyond Keen and Kum, Kasung and Kin, Nakadina gay. Yasin Keenan do Kum can Yasin Keenan do Kum can Kakalunan be Kum a key in Nundaka, in Nunduk. Because a jelly a keyuna. Kalo ki ye kindu, be suge, or ki one of ye killer, as nearly a can offend. Ne kita beef or me beef. She's a lo or lo ki kele ge in dag in duk. Javatin. Ze voor ze up kia. Ze felle GI ki una. Ne listeners and viewers and followers. This is Oko and Beyond. We're getting into the topic detailedly, but as we posted earlier, is there a need to know how drugs, alcohol, addiction affects women? First clarification would be that people looking at drugs and alcohol as say, oh, alcohol I can drink. But now, why we go on specific to women is because special issues are related when they are in use of drugs and alcohol. We're going to be touching them in segments so we do not overwhelm the population with information. We'll be taking it slowly, gradually, and we'll finally get to understanding this. If we're looking at this, if we're watching this, it's because we want to get some insights into how addiction affects women. People who are currently using might not see it the way you're looking at it. But now creating awareness, this is a forum or a platform so we can create awareness on what is going on so you do not fall on the same direction, on the same path. And for those who've already been caught up, you can pick information that we're sharing here in order to relate into if do I really need treatment now? Do I need to seek help? What do I need to do in order to better up this? We all know that women, we're not saying that men are totally exempt from this. Again, we're looking at women, we're concentrating today on women. So if you're watching, just indicate where you're watching so we can know where you're watching. This is Oko and Beyond. Let us know where you're watching, and you can share and invite others to follow. Again, women need to know about alcohol and drug addiction, how it affects them. Hormones, let's come, let's start all this. Addiction is a disease that significantly affects women. Get the difference. Addiction is a disease, it's not a behavioral term, it's a disease. Kasu lune ne was lolu ne ndakalu ne ndukalu ne shika ne kie saka chi ne yisak tuten we kege lu yaf ba lu ne lu yaf ne yaf yete ne lu ne lu es ne sung ne la ne gele kele ge usui su ge wa yafe fena wa di ne lu ndaka wa ja su ge no we vin le ne apta lo tu ka lo lewe asen ki ne no lewe ma ko kenge we vin ta ka tu we ba ni ne titi en ba ni ne titi ne lu ji wona wona a ko ne aten ne asen sung ne lan kum ge asen kele kanan no vi ga asen lo chi ko kege wa chi ka ne chi le ge le ji lo mi ye kin weten le ji le men wona vi aten ne ba lu ge a ka sung ne le so fa sa kan versin lo sung ne one of ye le yote ne o yote we chi asene ele kele kum kene ke chiang e belege uloki koni ne gele kine ne endo uh, once more the first we're going to it is one first aspect is accepting that addiction is a disease. Does it only affect women? No, it affects every other individual. And now we're looking at how it affects women. It affects them mentally. Women become obsessed. put on their mind in using the drugs, using the alcohol. Again, I'm not going to go detailedly about different kinds of drugs, but we're going to talk in simple terms so everybody can understand that when you constantly keep using or find yourself in a situation where alcohol or drugs is becoming part of you, you become obsessed mentally. Like every little thing you have to use, you have to drink, you have to smoke, and that becomes a pattern in your life. That becomes a pattern, just like any other disease that needs a treatment. So, using that as a way to get out from something adds to the physical effects of the disease because you're going to fall into a situation where it becomes a physical fight, always having that drive, no matter what negative consequences that come with it. You have that drive, like let me go use, even if it's happening for you to even beating uh, yourself, falling up and down, getting hurt, but you keep using the alcohol, you keep using the drugs, and this is not a new concept. You've seen it, but now we're talking about it because we really need to talk about it so people really know the effects. A lot of people don't have people around that were honest to them to let them know that we're seeing something not going on right. This is how we're seeing this. You may need treatment, you may need help, but we understand that some people don't have that courage to talk to a loved one about this. But let's use this opportunity to talk about it. If you have any questions about addiction, you're more than welcome to ask those questions. So I sincerely again, lovely Lewin, Wile Yen, the one knowing to look at a two in a color candy. Ne, a no, ne do kenge, a num duk, a num daka, a nakine. As an a yen, can say key when key, I, you'll say key, cause we will one known. Và nhân tâm nước lùn lea cái cả lo or kỹ năng gì lo cái nơi kia nè vợ sao vậy có kỹ năng á sẽ chụp cái nơi kia ô để sung năng sao vậy yoga anh nó sẽ đủ lấy ở quê una. So someone is indicating to join us in this in this program, and we're waiting. Yeah, we'll send the link. Yes, you can click the link that you have on your WhatsApp, giving you a separate link to click on your WhatsApp. When you click the link, you can come in like others. If you want to contribute towards this program, you can as well go on with you can click and you can just indicate. So today we're looking at addiction as a disease in women that has caused significant problems into their way of life. And we just celebrated International Day of Women Investing. This is part of investing in women to accelerate progress. Creating this awareness, we find it so important to bring it to the hearing of everybody. And first of all, addiction is a disease. So when you're setting yourself, when you're getting this, creating awareness, this is a disease that is curable. You can cure the addiction from situations when you realize and when you admit or when you accept that you have a problem. So we're talking about this, how it affects you mentally, affects you physically and spiritually. You completely self-centered about it. You start to glorify when addiction reaches a level when you start to glorify, you start to believe only in yourself and nothing else but yourself. You find in yourself already in the hook of this addiction. So why we are talking about it to women today is because of the theme. We're taking this to the theme of the International Day of the Woman that was celebrated on the 8th of March. And women are part of the society. And how do you accelerate progress without talking about the things that can prevent progress? One of those things that can prevent progress is addiction and that disease. So we're looking at examine yourself, examine your way of life, and ask yourself, am I having certain things not going on right to me because I believe strongly on using drugs, using alcohol. That's a reflection that we want to put on. So we put on that thinking cap about you cannot overcome this disease just by mere words. You need to put in the work. It needs to be treated just like any other illness. It needs to be treated like any other illness. And to remain abstinent from this and to maintain sobriety from all these drugs and alcohol as a working process that helps you maintain focus, maintains balance, maintain the ability to take on that progress, to take on that investment. First investment is in you. And now if you want to emphasize on yourself as a lady, as a woman, and understanding that addiction is a disease, just like any other disease, that you need to be careful about how you go your way of life. Because that's why we would put it up front that you have an addiction problem, you have situations going on, we're looking at those special issues that will be relating to like as subsequent programs we'll be looking at the relationship of these addictions towards hormones, the menstrual cycle, fertility, pregnancy, breastfeeding, menopause stage that can impact the women's struggle with addiction. Struggling with addiction. Your addiction can be on drugs and alcohol at the same time. So they come with other consequences. Those we're going to be dealing with them as days come by. We're going to be throwing in this topic, coming in with this sensitization. If you're watching, you just let us know. If you're interested in joining in subsequent programs, in subsequent editions, we will just want you to indicate in the comment section and we will let you know how we can go about it. And once more, it's been Oko and Beyond. It's been Oko and Beyond, and we're glad that we're able to talk about things like this. And it's not because people don't see the drugs. It's not because people don't see the alcohol. They're understanding the effects. It's not a day thing. It eats up slowly, slowly. It maybe gets steady. And the three aspects of today that we're looking at, addiction is a disease in women that significantly affects them, and it affects them mentally. We've talked about it. It affects them physically. You can see in physical actions, and it affects them spiritually. And this will go a long way in other things that we're going to be dwelling on addiction. Nekasui peme ge esendo okwan beyond living sumnun kume vaak ndake ninumduk jia ka kwelene yavetene je kwelene opkieten ka suige sen kinen lene big bas lukenge lo yavne kwele kene opkie en es lo sungen lene beka opkie ki no sene onno teno le lo inundake ninumduk ne ni ja ninu wetene ile yisi yenge ne yaven ne lu yav ne lo chuk no lo lu ka yuten kin lege lu ne ka yuten lo ko ni ne gi lege ke lege lo kan ne le ne lo ko sung ne jam tem wo blewe ne we kan ya ke leke ka su ga no wo ke le ma jom ken so we ti be ne wo ble lu yav ni yav yetene ne ololo ne be ya ne be ya kokse nda ka tene ne be ya fuf o yot lenen baise ge ma kan ge ya ne ga ame aji ma jin di pusle beji no le lu ne ma ja kere sne o no le lo ja gwi ma be ya vie tene se kinenge es ne nyin ndo kine na no junga oblewe lo ke lu ge esin ka nunda esin ka kokse fene le kan no tene lo ke esin lo ni esin ja kile jise se ne no oblewe o kokane gwi na esin ko kokte fianga o kwan beyond fen ni ne gile kele ne gile yote ge kene ke kalunge iyafe ndake nduke se ndule egele una ne lo kite beef o lo konyak e ko kile ye kinenge lo lu kalam esen lo yote me gite mnote no lewe di esne kege yafe ne lune ase chuk ne se chuk lune walu se kete se bemege yafe ne luwu was a call ya ndaka se fi mena wunu vie ndo chingaya was a ne le gele mama was a ne le ni shanda ka to mandaka ka to munduk was a ne le anno wetena ne de jiwe es ne kinen line wineten se no kinen lo mi se line win me suike es londo bibsingen yege de lo me vese ndaka kwema lo me vese fanduka kweme me vese ja kele se nim no blewa me luka lu ko sungen ke lane ge shilo wes ndo se kele ge ya fli lo ye gwine fo ndaka no fo fanduka lo lu ne be ya fi etene gidi ya fe ni ya fi etene lu ne be ya mom ketan to go jie go hente te nim no wetene we ke jam ten we ja se no ja se kokse nda ke we wetene ne funduke ne o kwan bion ne mote ne gui esen ko fie kan jie esen fiele neten lolu ne ka kim no lewes beef one esen kele okay followers and viewers, thank you for coming today on how drugs and alcohol addiction affect women. It's been Oko and beyond, and we invite you to join us next in another edition so we can talk more about how create this awareness on drugs, creating this awareness of alcohol in people, in women, as we specified today. And we're going home with three that is a disease that will affect you mentally, that will affect you physically, affect you spiritually. We're going to be breaking this down because of the special issues towards the women. And if you have comments, you drop them on the comment section. You have questions, you drop them on this section. and we will give you an answer. We will research on it and give you an answer in our subsequent editions. So now it's been Oko and Beyond, and we're wishing you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we will come back with other interesting and more enlightened programs just like this one. And you stay tuned to Oko and Beyond. Share this live and enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and see you some other time. Thank you.